Hey, what is going on, everybody? Today I will be going over 5 tips to maintain and improve your credit score. And with 2020, now that we are officially in this new decade, I know for a lot of people, their goal is to get their credit up or just learn about credit in general, because unfortunately, credit's not a topic that a lot of schools teach, but either or, wherever you're at in life, definitely good to know these tips, so continue watching to hear the full list. Okay, number 1. I get this question asked pretty often, actually, you'd be surprised, but whether or not to close old credit cards that you don't use. And the answer is actually no. Leave those credit card accounts alone. And the reason why is because a lot of people don't know this, but one of the main factors that impact your credit is going to be the average age of your credit. And so if you've had one credit card for, let's say, 8 years, and then you started getting new credit cards the past few years, if you close out that old credit card, the average amount of years you've had credit will actually go down, which would actually potentially hurt your score. And all right, number 2. This is a very common one that I think a lot of people know, but just as a friendly reminder, keep your utilization rate low. And the recommended utilization rate is 35% or less of your credit line. So as an example, if you have a $10,000 credit line, keep your balances at $3,500 or less and do not use up a lot of your credit. Because the credit bureaus like to see that you have access to all this credit, but you're not using it. So you're showing that you're a responsible borrower and a credit user, and that's why your credit score would go up. Okay, so tip number 3. Should you accept or request a credit line increase? The answer would be yes, but of course it depends. If you're getting offered a credit line increase, then definitely take it, because for a lot of people who think that that might hurt your score, that's not the case at all. Because what the credit bureaus at the end of the day care about is how you're using the credit that you're being given. And so if you have a higher credit line, then, and hopefully you'll keep your spending habits still the same, then your utilization rate will be lower and lower and lower depending on how big your credit line gets. And especially if the credit card companies are offering it, definitely take it. If maybe you got an increase in salary or anything, maybe you don't even need that extra credit line, but maybe you just want to update that information online. And a lot of times that credit card company will offer you a higher credit limit based on your new income. Okay, credit tip number 4. So make sure that you actually use your credit cards. And it sounds like a really weird tip. Of course, use it responsibly, only spend what you have in cash, etc. But with a lot of the credit card bureaus, they don't know how well you're using your credit unless that bank or that credit card company is telling the bureaus that information. So with that being said, you could, of course, have those couple of credit cards you use, and maybe they have the best rewards, so you just ignore like the first credit card you got when you were in college that barely gives you any rewards. But even if you were to take that credit card and maybe buy just a beer or maybe boba, coffee, whatever it might be, whatever floats your boat, that is literally going to be enough for that credit card company to go and reach out to the credit bureaus and let them know, oh, like Mina used this credit card this month and she paid it in time and she is all good to go. But if I'm not using that credit card company is not going to be reporting anything to the credit bureaus. Okay, and last but not least, set up your automatic payments. And it may sound silly, and I'm sure a lot of people already hopefully does it, but even though you make your credit card payments every month, and that's what I typically like to do too, you never know. One time you might forget, maybe something happens, something comes up, and you forget to make even the minimum payment that you're supposed to. I would hate for that to happen to anyone, and so a lot of people are overconfident about the fact that they pay it off every month, they take care of it, it's all good to go. But at the very least, to be absolutely safe, set up an automatic payment for at least a minimum payment so you're never marked late without you knowing, because it's life and you just never know what's going to come up and you might forget. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope these tips helped, and maybe you could use at least one of them and apply it to your own life to build your credit score, or maybe even just maintain your already very good credit score that you have. But nevertheless, also I just wanted to thank everybody for the support and very, very encouraging comments that people have been sending over to me in regards to a lot of the educational content I've been trying to put out. I want everybody to know how much I appreciate that. It is kind of intimidating to be making videos, but I really do enjoy it, and I will continue to create more content that I believe will help a lot of people out there obtain their financial goals quicker. But anyway, thank you, Happy New Year, and have a wonderful rest of your day.